The 2018 NBA draft was filled with many talented young players. Guys like DeAndre Ayton, Marvin Bagley, and Luka Doncic had so much hype surrounding them when it came to draft night. However, one player that started off slow but has already proven to be a star is Trae Young. He is a player that is undersized compared to the rest of the league, but has the ability to put up big numbers. So in today's video, we will be talking about the young all-star and how successful he has been so far compared to other guys of his playstyle. When Trae was drafted with the 5th pick by the Mavericks and quickly traded to the Hawks, many were unsure if this was the right move. He's an undersized point guard that excelled in college due to his deep range shooting and his great passing vision. In his rookie year, he definitely struggled in the first half of the season. While he was making a few crazy shots and tough passes, he was not consistent at all, barely shooting 40% from the field. However, in the second half of the season, something seemed to click for Trae, as he improved on almost every aspect of the game post All-Star break. He ended his rookie year averaging 19 points, 8 assists on 42% from the field and 32% from 3. And while these stats don't seem that great, let's look at the first half of the season compared to the second half. Prior to the All-Star break, Trae averaged about 16 points and 7 assists on 39% from the field and 29% from 3. However, in the second half of the season, Young turned things around, averaging 23 points, 9 assists on 45% from the field and 40% from 3. His mid-season turnaround put him into the running for Rookie of the Year, and he ended up in second place only behind Luka. However, many were still skeptical about Trae's game because his shot selection was often questionable and his team was still losing. So while Trae was making crazy deep range shots and also finding his teammates for open looks, the fans and basketball analysts were still wondering if Young could play like he did post All-Star break for an entire season. In the most recent season, Trae continued to prove the doubters wrong, as he improved in every aspect of the game and was able to secure an all-star starter spot in only his second year in the league. While the Hawks still weren't winning many games, that was mostly due to his supporting cast being injured and made up of many players that are still developing. Trae averaged 29 points and 9 assists on 44% from the field and 36% from 3. He became the 5th player in NBA history to average 29 points and 9 assists in a season. His efficiency improved, he increased his scoring, he got more touches, and played more minutes. So even with having more responsibility on the court, Trae proved he can handle it and succeed. I think his main flaws in his rookie season was his shot selection, his confidence to drive to the basket, and obviously his defense. And this season, he really improved on the first 2 flaws, as he was able to make a big jump in his efficiency and free throw attempts. Trae Young only shot 5 free throws a game in his first season, but almost doubled it to 9 a game while only playing 5 more minutes. A big reason why small point guards are able to succeed in this league, similar to Trae, is because of either their ability to shoot from deep, create shots for others, or get to the free throw line. And now we have seen Young do all 3. So let's compare Trae's second season numbers to other guards that have a similar play style. Established guards in the league that like to create their own shot from deep, get to the free throw line, and make great passes. The 2 best guys that come to mind is Steph Curry and Damian Lillard. Now obviously I'm not saying Trae is anywhere near their level yet, but I think comparing their sophomore year stats will really show how great Trae has been so far. For each player, we will look at the per 36 minutes numbers in order to stay consistent. In his sophomore season, Young averaged 30 points and 9.5 assists on 44% from the field and 36% from 3. So it's obvious he can score the ball and play make, but now he is shooting around league average. In Curry's sophomore season, he played 74 out of 82 games and averaged 20 points, 6 assists on 48% from the field and 44% from 3. So while Trae was able to score more and collect more assists, it's clear that Steph was far more efficient. But I mean, we're talking about the best shooter of all time, so that's expected here. I think it would be unfair to hold Trae up to the same standards as Steph Curry, so let's look at Dame's sophomore year numbers instead, because he had similar struggles to Young in his early seasons. In Lillard's second year, he played all 82 games and averaged 21 points, 6 assists on 42% from the field and 39% from 3. And if we're looking at the following few seasons, we would see that his 3-point shooting fluctuates between about 34% to 37%. So while Trae took 4 more shots a game than Dame, their shooting efficiencies are very similar. Obviously, Dame has proven to be among the best 3-point shot creators in the league and is known for his passing as well, so it seems like the future is very bright for Trae. From his rookie year to his sophomore season, he was able to increase his efficiency by a decent amount. And with his ability to hit shots from the logo, I'm sure many will wonder what is his ceiling. That is a hard question to answer because no one really knows what the future holds, but as a guy that was an all-star in his second season and put up numbers similar to those of the top guards in the league when they were young, I think it's clear that as a deep-range shot-creating point guard with great court vision, Trae is in a league of his own. We have looked at a few of the top point guards that play like Trae, but I think it's also important to compare him to other young guards in the league. Trae stands at only 6'1", making him one of the smallest starting guards in the NBA, but there's also a few other players that struggle with size as well. Collin Sexton was selected in the 2018 draft, and he has shown improvement since his rookie season. While he isn't known as a deep-range shot creator like Trae is, Sexton is an undersized guard and has to get his defenders on their heels in order to be successful. On similar minutes to Young, Collin averaged 21 points, 3 assists on 47% from the field and 38% from 3. Sexton's style of play is more focused on getting to the basket, but he definitely can shoot from the perimeter. Another undersized young player is Donovan Mitchell, who plays much bigger than his listed height of 6'1". He usually plays shooting guard, but definitely has some point guard responsibilities at times. And while Mitchell has proven himself as a star in the playoffs, I think it's fair that Trae has the potential to reach that level once his teammates develop. We have talked a lot about Trae's scoring ability, but we can't forget to mention how good of a passer he is. In his rookie season, he averaged 8 assists and then upped it to 9 assists in the following season, but that does not fully explain how great of a playmaker he really is. Young's teammates aren't really known as amazing players compared to the rest of the league due to many of them still trying to develop or injuries hurting the team. So even with a lineup that is constantly changing, Trae is able to find the open man over and over. Because he is able to create his own shot from deep, the defense usually puts their focus on him. But once he drives to the basket, Trae's court vision and passing allows him to dish it to the big man or throw a lob, pass it out to a shooter on the perimeter, or even make a crazy behind the back pass that no one really saw coming. So I think it's clear that Trae is an elite shot creator and playmaker, but still has much room to grow. No one really knows how great of a player Young will be in his prime, but I think the majority of NBA fans can agree that he is on the right track to be a successful point guard on a winning team in the league. As always, thank you for watching and leave a comment down below telling us what you think of Trae Young. Be sure to punch that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos.